Welcome to The Glitch, and if you're hearing this, it means you're alive. Both of our Wi-Fi's worked. We're at recording number 2 because it didn't work the first time. And your browser has not crashed like mine just did, so congratulations, we made it.
Oh, you're just here because your uncle forwarded this podcast link on WhatsApp and now you are trapped. Either way, hello.
Either way, brace yourself. We are about to dive into the chaos that is our digital lives, with all the errors, crashes, and face scam moments included.
This is 404 Sense of Humor Not Found, the podcast where tech, culture, and society collide because none of us really knows what's happening.
Oh, a spoiler. Sometimes you're always funny because you try. Sometimes because you're just terrible.
But hey, if you laugh, we consider it a success.
Exactly. So why don't we tell these people who are listening who we are? Hosea, go ahead.
Kong, because it's Christmas time. I'll introduce myself with a pun. Yes, and every time you see a pun, know that we are ready to cook some good chapatis here from Kenya. So my name is Hosea Ogari. I work at Ivminet Communication Solutions based in Kenya. And I work as a business development manager.
And I am Jen. I came here with a rolling pin for chapatis also. I am a data nerd and occasional AI whisperer. I also work at Ivminet Communication Solutions as an education and training manager. Thank you.
I'm Angeline Corvalia. I am an American, as you can see from the size of the bottle that I have always next to me. But I'm located in Italy, and I'm the executive director of Shield, a nonprofit. We're focused on online safety and ethical AI. Personally, have a big passion for Africans, everything Africa. So I'm very excited to be doing this podcast with you, Jane and Hosea.
Thank you.
And together,
Yes, and we are here to be funny.
You're here to be funny. Exactly. How many times do we laugh when we're talking about online safety and AI? That's usually not very funny. So at least we can bring that. And we're your friendly neighborhood digital malfunctions, here to explore all the tech fails, AI quirks, online scandals, and culture shocks, which we'll for sure have enough of them, from geography and age, that make life interesting.
And by the way, we want to make as African and as human as possible. Yes, AI is not human, but we'll make it as human as possible.
Exactly.
And sometimes we laugh unintentionally. So, welcome.
And this is episode 101, not 001, 001.
So you might be wondering what the podcast is actually for. Like, what's the point? Let's be honest. Tech is amazing until it isn't. AI, social media, WhatsApp forwards. We're barely surviving with our sanity. And every day we discover something even more amazing that makes us shake our heads and kind of wonder what is going on.
And you're going to make it relatable, laughable, and share your experiences. Sometimes, and most of the times, we'll make sure that it is educational without making you feel like you're going back to class and taking the notes. So it'll give you real-time experiences and real-time scenarios.
Expect topics like online safety, AI confusion, cross-generational tech misunderstandings, and cultural quirks in the digital world.
And we promise to keep it real. Like your grandma thinks TikTok is witchcraft real, which
Or your aunt sends a chain message about AI over the world. Real?
Basically, if you ever felt lost in a Zoom call, misread a meme, or accidentally sent the wrong emoji, this podcast is for you.
And obviously, there is some structure. You might not believe it from the beginning, but we do have some structure. Each month, we'll drop one episode. It will be 45 to 60 minutes of more or less chaos.
And we will come with a skit or a joke, like the one you just endured about a pun because you are not intending puns today.
Then we do a hot take of the month, something trending or ridiculous online.
And then next is the main discussion, sometimes with a guest, sometimes just the three of us losing our minds, more or less.
By the way, we have a recurring segment called Facts or Phish, where you guess if a story is real or a fake. So, spoiler, it is usually not real.
I have one. I know this is not it. I have one to see for you. Is this real or fake? There are people in Kenya who sit in front of the computer all day and have multiple conversations pretending to be various AI chatbot companions. True or fake?
Very true, very
There you
true.
go, it's true.
It is true. It is true. I just found out about that this morning. All sorts of different personalities. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm sure we'll get to that at some point.
Yeah, sure. So after the fact or fish segment, we'll have tech confessions, where listeners share embarrassing or funny digital fails. We read them like we are narrating a tragic comedy.
And we'll wrap up with a short, funny, but meaningful closing bite. A tiny takeaway that just might save your sanity or at least make you giggle. So let's kick off. Let's give an example of our tech confessions. Hosea, I think you should go first.
Yes, sure. My tech confession. So, it happens sometimes in the year 2023. I had lost my job, and everyone knows the hustle and tussle of finding a new job here in Kenya. It takes at least 6 months to get a job, and the easiest place to get a job is online. So we always go look for what to do. And because I had a little savings, I told myself, why not invest in online opportunities where I put a certain amount of money, it doubles, and then it comes back as more. Who would refuse such a deal? Of course, not me, because I'm a Gen Z and I want quick money. Yes, that would sustain me until I get the next formal job. So I had my savings, I tried with $10. And then by good luck, it multiplied. And within a month, it had almost doubled to 100 USD. So I saw it as a good deal. And I decided to invest more. So this is what I did. I took all my savings, put it in that Ponzi scheme, hoping that by December, I will be driving a certain car. It was around September. So I took all my savings, dashed it there, and started imagining how my future is going to be. I did do my background search so well, and the way it looked so promising, I decided that I'll put all of my 3,000 USD there. So it multiplied, and when I saw that the amount has reached where I can buy a certain car here in Kenya, the one which is so comfortable, then I decided to withdraw a little amount. So I withdrew 1,000, and then it came The next time I tried to withdraw now, hold and behold, I could not believe my eyes. You see, every time when you are trying to withdraw it and it tells you wait, or it transfers you to the next place, what you always do is you take your phone, you try withdraw again. If the customer care is not working, let me call him. And then when you are calling them, they're telling you, oh, we see the problem is on our end. Please make a 150 USD deposit. So anytime you do a 150 USD deposit, they are trying to steal from you. So I learned the hard way. And from that day, I've learned to do my background search, especially on online jobs that we are doing. And yes, here I am. Can't say that I'm broke. Yeah. But you can see from the explosion from the look of my face.
Oh, man.
That's actually a hard one to follow up on. And we're laughing at your misery, which is not nice, but I learned, we laugh or we cry, right?
Yeah.
Jane, do you have one?
Mine was when I was in campus, university days. I really wanted a good phone at the moment. A really good phone because the one I had, like, it didn't have the specifications that I needed on a phone to have. So then I saw this link, these links where they send you send to maybe 5 groups. You stand a chance to win this particular phone. So I got curious, maybe, and maybe I was a little bit naive. So I was like, what's the worst that can happen? So I sent the link to 5 WhatsApp groups, and then I waited, and then I was like, when am I supposed to win this? Why is it not coming? Why is it not coming? But I sent to 5 groups. Okay, I tried again, and then it said that I should send the link to 30 people. So I sent to 30 people. So in my head, I was wondering what's happening. Why? See, you give me the phone like right now. I've already won. I've already done whatever you told me. That process it was, I don't know how to explain it. So like maybe a day or 2 days later, I was reading about these phishing things. I was like, oh my God, I was just a victim of it. Safe to say, I've never done that again. Even if it is for research purposes, count me out of that because the anticipation of wanting to win this thing, cannot endure that again. That's my tech confession to you.
No. This did not happen. No.
I have one that's kind of related to both of yours, and mine is related to a phone call that I got. I was sitting working, I get a phone call, and somebody asked me if I was trying to buy something for 600 euros, if I was trying to use PayPal for 600 euros. And I said, no, I'm not. And they said, oh, well, someone is trying to do it. Someone is trying to steal your PayPal. And I immediately panicked because I thought they're going to like take all my money. So I was like, oh my God, tell me what I have to do. And I got really worried. And they said, okay, you need to install something on your computer. They said, go to your computer. I went to my computer. I started typing. And like, you see that? You need to install it. And then there was this little voice in the back of my mind that reminded me that anytime someone calls you and says there's something really urgent, that you need to stop them. And I learned this story from a woman who actually told the story of how it happened that she was in a parking lot and she gave $50,000 cash to people, like a box full of 50,000. And then she was like an even a reporter and so I said, no, yeah. She told the story of, I can put the link of how she was actually a reporter about this kind of thing. And she really got convinced that something was wrong with her child. And she managed to give like $50,000 in cash in a box in a parking lot. And she told the story of how that happened. So I remember this woman. I said, okay, wait. I need to check. So I immediately Googled the name of this thing that I was gonna download, and there was this red this is a scam. This is the scam. It's gonna take over your computer. And luckily, I took the second advice is get them off the phone and then tell them you need to call them back. So I said, no, I have to go. I have to call you back. And they're like, no, they're going to steal your money right now. And I said, no, this is really important. I remember I need to check something. And this guy got really mad. I said, no, we have to solve this right now or they're going to take your money. And I said, yeah, well, I need to go. And well, your money's gone. And he hung up the phone. So it was really they would have taken over my computer and who knows what they could have found there and stolen from me. So yeah, that's my tech confession, in the last moment. And I'll find the link to the story of the woman because it's really interesting, and we can put it in the show notes. You can hear this confession, her ultimate confession.
Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah, well, all of yours. I mean, that's crazy. We were laughing at your Ponzi scheme, but I think this happens this happens all the time, right? In all different ways, you see. So we all have the problem. Yeah, we're all malfunctioning somehow. You're not alone. And we would like you to share yours. So please share with us your malfunctions. As you said, we can read them next time. And that's actually all for today. So thanks for joining our introductory glitch. Remember, if your Zoom freezes, if your Wi-Fi dies, or your chat bot starts to insult you, you're normal, and so are we.
Yes, and while we are waiting for the second episode, I will be preparing my good chapatis made of wheat flour and sugar and salt. So as we try and create a perfect round, the good chapati is a perfect round one. So as we try and create the perfect O, send us your tech fails. As I am failing to create the perfect O, I need to hear your fails, especially the technology fails. Give us your weird experience, and we might read it during our next episode.
So can I ask you this chapati? I haven't heard of it. Yeah. Just before.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we will put it in the.
Yes, we'll send the picture.
We will put it in the picture of a chapati. Yeah. It's so sweet.
Can I ask a chatbot to give me the recipe for the chapati? Do you think it will work?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and by the I forgot to say during this holiday. Now here in Kenya, for most of my Gen Zs, they are always in cities and towns, so they are hurrying, going to the countryside now. They are going to visit their grandfathers and their grandmothers, and you see now the transport, the fare has really increased. So they are trying to move from city to the countryside, and most of us are usually eating fast foods. So it's time they are going to ChatGPT and trying to find the recipe of cooking chapati, sweet chapati. And then so ChatGPT will really have a lot of work to do during this Christmas holiday. Where to buy a pan.
Well, I'm going to do one. I'm going to ask according to the instructions on ChatGPT.
At least we already have one.
And see. I'll send you a picture. You can tell me if it looks like it's supposed to look. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so for all these and upcoming sessions, follow us on social media or just lurk quietly. We won't judge. Either way, welcome to the glitch.